Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Ricky Owens here calling all the action as we look forward to another exciting episode of GLL's Generation Wrestling. Generation Wrestling fans, we kick things off with one half of the MCW Tag Team Champions, Dion Epps, taking on Cartel member Lord Diaz.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, one of Dante Caballero's right-hand men, Lord Diaz, pinned by the side, standing behind Dante since around September of 2018. And now he's looking to make a statement of his own. Also being accompanied by fellow Cartel member Angel Alvarado, being brought into the fold of the Cartel back in September of 2019. And both of them looking to lay waste to one half of the MCW Tag Team Champions, that being Dion Epps. Showtime, Dion Epps. Oh, you see it already, ladies and gentlemen. Dion Epps still favoring that leg from a few weeks ago. That tag team match. Rush Hour, Dion and Tommy taking on the Ugly Duckling. If you remember correctly, Dion gave a spine buster to Rob Killjoy. Take a look at it right here. Driving Rob down, but driving his knee into the mat. And since that moment, Dion's just been a little worse for wear when it comes to that knee. Dion Epps still not at 100%, but still looking to bring the fight to Lord Diaz and the Cartel as I send it down to the lovely Miss Tara.
Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Angel Alvarado, representing the Cartel and hailing from the Isle of Paradise, weighing in at 155 pounds, Lord Diaz.
You're fooling yourselves! You are fooling yourselves! You suck!
His opponent, hailing from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 210 pounds, Showtime, Dion Epps.
Crowd solidly behind Dion Epps as Lord Diaz looking to do the bidding.
Hey, showtime! Hey, showtime! Can you do
Diaz
this?
just
No.
mocking
I got a little bit of
Dion's injury. But Dion, as I said, still looking to bring the fight to Lord Diaz. Dion's partner, Tommy Seto, originally scheduled for this matchup, but had to take care of a personal matter, and therefore his partner, Dion Epps, took up his fight for him. As Dion takes control with the headlock. Oh, headlock takeover. Oh. Yeah, Dion nowhere near 100%. Even just kicking out of that head scissors. And now favoring that leg. And obviously Diaz knows it. Diaz, he actually didn't even go for that leg, but if I know Diaz as well as I think I do, he's just toying with him, just waiting for that moment to strike that at that knee. But Dion not backing down on hell, looking to maybe get a shot in of his own. Yeah, you heard it in the crowd. Dion wanting to fight through the pain, but maybe, just maybe, it's going to be too much for Dion to overcome. Dion shooting him off into the ropes. Drop down. Oh, Dion, what are you doing, brother? Dion going for that leapfrog. Very bad idea considering the state of that knee. even more surprising is the fact that Diaz, he's actually staying away. He's not going for that leg. You can see it, Dion. He's trying to fight through it. Oh! Chop block. Oh, and just dropping an elbow right across that knee, and a second doing more damage, just destroying that knee in the process. Showtime. I honestly don't know how Dion Epps is going to come back from this. Oh, just dropping all of his weight across that knee. Diaz just wearing that knee out. Oh, but only a 1 count. Dion, he may have all the fight in the world, but with only 1 leg, I have no idea how he's going to come back from this, as Diaz just laying in stomps onto that knee. Diaz came in here with a strategy, going right for that leg. And Diaz, I mean, he said to establish dominance, and he has just been dominating as he goes for that Boston Crab. And Dion not giving it up. Dude, Dion, you may want to give it up, man. Live to fight another day. Get into that rope, but that may just be delaying the inevitable. Diaz going right back to work on that knee. Very sound strategy. Then just laying in a punch to the head for good measure. Oh. Dion using both legs to try and push Diaz back in a clothesline. Back elbow. But you can see it. Dion moving very slowly. Oh, and a modified sling blade. Trying to channel the energy from that crowd to fire up and find a way to put Lord Diaz down. Oh, going for that kill switch. Oh, Angel, get down off their apron. Look at that, Dion has the cover. Dion has the cover, he had it beat. Dion had this match won, even on 1 leg, but because of Angel Alvarado. Oh, Diaz just quick stomp to that knee. Oh, and a snap flatliner. Go for the cover, and Diaz picking up the victory. All because of Angel Alvarado. Dion had this match won. Dion hit that kill switch. He had a visual 3 count over Lord Diaz, and because of Angel Alvarado. As we take another look, Diaz locking in that Boston Crab, but Dion not giving it up, hitting that sling blade. And look at it, going for it, hitting that kill switch, having that visual 3 count. And there Diaz being saved by Angel, hitting that snap flatliner and picking up the victory here tonight. A cheap victory. Oh, and Diaz, he's not done. Angel getting his licks in as well. This is enough. Dion, he wasn't 100% coming in. And now Diaz, Angel, they're just sending a message. Oh, there's Tommy. Tommy coming out with a chair. The numbers may be against him, but with that chair, Tommy coming out to save his partner, his fellow champion, his partner of Rush Hour, Dion Epps.
Oh, now you run, huh? Now you're gonna go. Hey, control your scared up, baby. Hey, control yourself.
Yeah, you see it. Now that Tommy's in there, now that a fresh competitor is in there, Lord Diaz and Angel tucking their tail between their legs and running. As we reset, ladies and gentlemen, we have tonight's main event. Endgame, Paul Jourdain taking on Miles Hawkins. Miles Hawkins, ladies and gentlemen, the new kid on the block, the self-proclaimed new standard here in professional wrestling. But he is going to have his work cut out for him here tonight as he takes on a man that has just been dominating the Northeast area as the New England All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. That man being Endgame Paul Jourdain. Oh, you heard him. He's saying game over for the new standard Miles Hawkins. And if I'm a betting man, not gonna lie, I like Miles Hawkins, don't get me wrong. But you're going up against, just look at this specimen of a man, Paul Jourdain. Just a beast in that ring. And he is looking to devour Miles Hawkins here tonight. There you see the tail of the tape. Paul Jourdain, height advantage, weight advantage, has 8 years of experience on Miles Hawkins. And Miles, as I said, he's the new standard, but we'll see how he fares here tonight as I send it down to the lovely Miss Tara.
We're the same thing.
Introducing first, hailing from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 210 pounds, Miles Hawkins. And his opponent, hailing from Iron City, Georgia, weighing in at 237 pounds, the Endgame, Paul Jourdain.
Crazy, baby.
Look at that. Miles Hawkins not backing down from Endgame Paul Jourdain. Paul definitely not backing down. Miles looking to pull off what many would call an upset. And look at that. Paul just has no respect for Miles, and Miles returning it in kind. Oh! Miles with that first strike, but look at that. He's favoring his hand. It's like he's just punching concrete. Oh, just kicking Paul in the ass. Maybe not something you want to do is light a fire under Paul Jourdain. But look at Miles bringing the fight to Endgame. Miles needs to stay on him. Paul Jourdain is not a man that you want to mess with. Oh! As you see right there, Paul Jourdain following him in and hitting that big boot, knocking him outside the ring. And Paul following Miles outside the ring. Not something that Miles wants.
Wasting my time, huh? Wasting my time, huh?
Paul's saying that Miles is a waste of time.
Endgame! All the live streams, Monday through Friday.
What a sellout! You're a sellout!
I would say Paul better pay attention. Referee at the count of 7, finally getting back in the ring. Just laying down a sledge to the back of Miles Hawkins. Ooh, Miles trying to fight back with gut shots. Laying in some shots to the head. Miles on the ropes. Oh! There is a fan out there with a souvenir Miles Hawkins head, courtesy of Endgame Paul Jourdain. I like Miles Hawkins, but I love that shot. And now just wrenching back on the chin.
Come on, Miles.
Miles, you may want to give it up right here and live to fight another day, brother. Oh, just another sledge to the back. And Miles Hawkins is in trouble ever since that giant foot going right into his face. Oh! Just sending him across the ring, slamming him into those turnbuckles. Miles, you better get out of the way, man. No! Jumping elbow to the side of the head.
He's just a nice guy.
Oh, and a Beal! Paul Jourdain just picking apart Miles Hawkins. Finally going for that cover. Oh, but Miles barely rolling that shoulder out of the count of 2. Crowd trying to get behind Miles Hawkins. But Paul bringing him up. Oh, Miles trying to fight back. European uppercut. Oh, and a second staggering endgame. But Paul not going off of his feet. Drop kick. Oh, still on his feet though. Miles with a second one. But Paul still up on his feet. Miles doing anything he can to knock endgame down. You better go for something now, brother. Oh! Big drop kick finally taking him off of his feet. Missile drop kick. Knocking endgame off his feet. Oh, but an aggressive kick out, sending Miles into the ropes. Yeah, Miles needs to stay on him. Needs to keep Paul Jourdain down as best he can. And with a jumping knee to the back of the head, back of the neck of Endgame. Oh, Endgame just picking him up, just powering him up. Endgame looking to end it right here. Miles slipping out from behind. Moonlight drive. Miles going into the cover. Oh, but only a 2 count. Could that have been Miles Hawkins' best shot at defeating the Endgame here tonight? Miles going up top.
Let's go, Miles.
Just waiting for Paul to get up. Very bad idea, in my opinion, letting Endgame get to his feet. Oh, exactly what I was talking about. Paul Jourdain catching him, powering him up. Paul Jourdain's looking to end it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Modified F5. Paul Jourdain going in the cover and getting that 3 count. Endgame. Paul Jourdain defeating the new standard, Miles Hawkins. As we take another look, Miles Hawkins was firing up, but that big boot knocking Miles outside of the ring. Miles finally getting Paul Jourdain off of his feet with that missile drop kick and a moonlight drive. But Paul Jourdain was not going to be denied here tonight as he slams Miles Hawkins down and picking up the victory here tonight.
You get that every single time.
But next week, ladies and gentlemen, we have Tommy Seto taking on Lord Diaz in a grudge match. That will be next week's main event. And we also have Aaron Ash returning to Generation Wrestling, facing off against Boom Hated. That's all next week, ladies and gentlemen. For Miss Tara and everybody here at Generation Wrestling, I'm Ricky Owens. Have a good night, everyone.